Good afternoon. Good afternoon, present. Today we are going to see the topic casting, and the subject name is manufacturing process. Now the first question here, most of the question will come like a problem. So most of the places we have to discuss equations and problems only. Better you can ready with the calculator. That is always useful for you. So your cube shaped solidifies in 5 minutes. One cube shape, it is a cube means a three-dimensional cube, three-dimensional square. We can tell it's a cube. It can able to solidify in 5 minutes. The solidification time in minute for a cube of the same material, which is 8 times heavier than the original casting. So it is 8 times heavier than the original casting. Then the volume will be, solidification time will be same material. We have to calculate. Okay. Now please understand the problem. Cube shaped solidifies in 5 minutes. Solidification time in minute for a cube of the same material, which is 8 times heavier. Suppose you are having another material or another product with the same material, heavier than the original casting, 8 times heavier than the original casting. How to calculate that one? The calculation is, now here the option B is the correct answer. 20 is the correct answer. Now you can see from Keynes relation, there is a relation is available to calculate solidification time. From Keynes relation, we can calculate C, that is the constant volume of that product or shape divided by surface area. Now cube's volume is A cube, no? Volume is A cube divided by surface area. 6 spaces will be available for the cube, 6 A square. Surface area into square, that is equal to A by 6. If you are making A square and A square, if you are cancel, no, then A by 6 it will be. Then volume of cube is A cube and surface area of the cube 6A square. So just giving explanation for this. Now this is the case 1. Now case 2 we will see volume 8 times increases. That is 8A cube. 2 into 2 into 2, 8. So all the three sides are increased up to 2A. Now area of the one surface is 2A into 2A, 4A square. So 2A is the side of the cube. So that we can take solidification time to calculate 8A cube divided by 6 into 4A cube. So if you are making into divided by 8, you can make it, then you can calculate 2 by 6. Then better we can take it out 4 divided by A by 6. Okay, because 2 square it will be. So if it comes out of the bracket, then it will become 4. So remaining thing is A by 6 will be there, A by 6. Now first the ratio is here A by 6 whole square, but here it is the 4 A by 6 whole square. So if you are cancelling A by 6, A by 6, no, then you get 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is nothing but 4 into 5 into 20 minutes. That means 4 into 5. No, here it is a 5 minute, no, then we have to multiply with the 4 into TS1. That is a 4 into 5 minute. That is equal to 20 minutes. The answer is 20. One question is over. The second question is, so here it is, I am going to take some of the questions will come material science also, because which is very related to casting process. That also we are going to consider. During normalizing process of steel, the specimen is heated. So here the answer is option C is the correct. Above the upper critical temperature and cooled in still air. You have to heat it up to above upper critical temperature. Then you have to cool into the still air. Without forced air, you have to cool in the still air. Still air means stand normal air. That is the option C is the correct. Normalizing involves prolonged heating just above the critical temperature to produce globular form of carbide and then cooling in air. That is the question number 2. Now next one is the green sand mold indicates that. Green sand mold means what? Okay, green sand mold means the answer is D. There is a mold contains moisture. So then it's called green sand mold. A green sand mold is composed of a mixture of sand, silica sand, and the clay, which act as a binder, and water. The word green associated with the condition of wetness. To indicate the wetness property only, the word green it is associated, or freshness. And because the mold is left in the damp condition, hence the name green sand mold. Okay, and the next question. Now, a cubic casting of the fourth question. A cubic casting of 50 side undergoes volumetric solidification shrinkage and volumetric solid contraction of 4% and 6% respectively. Here the contraction, no, here it is the whenever liquid becomes solid, no, it will make solidification. It has to reduce it. The volume will be reduced. That only they are telling solid contraction. They are telling shrinkage is they are telling solidification shrinkage. Shrinkage means reducing the volume. So how much it is reducing volumetric solid contraction 4% and 6% respectively. No riser is used. So usually riser will be provided in the casting itself. Side undergoes a volumetric solidification shrinkage is 4%. Then we have to calculate how much percentage. We have to calculate how much percentage. Here, this is the volume, total volume minus how much volume we are going to make it reduce. So you into 4 by 100. 4% means 4 by 100. So it is a 12,000, sorry, 12 lakh cube. After this, side undergoes a volumetric solid contraction of 6%. Side undergoes a volumetric contraction of 6%. Just 1 minute. Sorry. So here and V2 volumetric solid contraction, if it is a 6%, no, if it is a 6%, the volume after contraction V2 is the 6%, then you can calculate it's a 12 lakh into 6 by 100. How much volume it will come here? If you are reducing this volume, no, then this is the after contraction, that means after reducing the size or after the shrinkage value is this much. Suppose here V2 is combined volume after shrinkage, that means we have to consider both volumetric, this one and this construction, and this one, both solidification we have to consider. Now in that case, V2 is the combined volume after shrinkage and contraction. Let the volume V2 side of the cube B, then B cube, one side if you are taking, no, volume is B cube, no, then B equal to cube root of that much volume, then 48.32 so that we can able to identify how much contraction of the one side it will be. One side it will be, it is possible to understand. Remember, I'll explain once again. A cubic we are taking, cubic means a three-dimensional cube, cubic, a 50 side, but solid contraction is a 4%, and say solid volumetric solidification contraction and solid contraction 4% and 6%. First we are calculating for 4%, we are getting one value, then we are calculating for 6%, we are getting another value. Okay, if you are calculating, no, if you are combined both, then volume will be one side will be B cube if you are taking, no, then if cube root of, if opposite side, no, cube root of this much value, that is 48.32 that size is after solidification. They are asking the side of the cube after solidification and the contraction is 48.32 So this is the answer for the next question. Okay, now question number 5. In the gating system, the ratio is 1 is to 2 is to 4. represent here. Already you understood that sprue means what and the runner means what, ingate means what. So the metal what you are going to pour the metal in the pouring basin, and below the pouring basin there will be a sprue area will be there, and in the horizontal line that is called runner area. And whenever the molten metal will enter into the cavity, that area is called ingot area, no sorry, ingate area. So that ratio they are asking 1 is to 2 is to 4 represent. We will see the answer. Option A is the correct. The sprue base area, runner area, ingate area. That ratio is 1 is to 2 is to 4. That means if you are taking this is a 1 centimeter, then the runner area will be 2 centimeter, and ingate area, the entrance will be 4 centimeter. Then only the metal will enter freely without making any um, gas particles or any porosity. Any porosity, it can able to enter the metal. Okay. Now next thing is two streams of liquid metal which are not hot enough to fuse properly result into a casting defect is known as. The option A is the correct. That is a cold shut. Suppose you are pouring a metal, molten metal. If it is entering into two different holes, there will be a small hole-like structure in the casting. If it is entering two side, it has to come and meet in a single plate. Suppose before meeting that metal becomes solidifies, no, then that is the problem. Then the defect is called cold shut. Because of cooling that molten metal, it cannot join. That is called cold shut. So here two streams of liquid metal which are not hot enough to fuse properly result into a casting defect known as cold shut. This defect is same as in sand molding casting. The reasons are, what are the reasons? That we'll see: cooling of die or loss of plasticity of the metal. So if it becomes cold nature, no, then it lose its plasticity property. That's all, it cannot join. Then short speedless, the short whatever we have taken, no, that is a very slow speed also. Or sometime no air vent or overflow is closed. Sometime air vent will be open so that the metal will come out, or overflow is closed. Then the next you see that these are the just match the following, no, match the items column 1 and column 2: metallic chips, metallic chaplets, metallic chills, metallic chaplets, riser, exothermic padding. We will see what is what, one by one. Okay, here the answer is metallic chills means you have to take progressive solidification. That means P is 4. And metallic chaplets means that is the support for the core. Suppose you are fixing the core inside the casting, no, you have to give one support for the core, that is called chaplets. Okay, then riser is equal to reservoir of the molten metal. Because whenever the molten metal is solidification, that time from reservoir, that is from riser only, the metal will come and it will occupy the excess metals also. That means wherever solidification taken place, that place the metal will be occupying. Okay. Now the last one is exothermic padding. Exothermic padding means control cooling of critical section. Suppose on particular section just want to make it in solidification liquid state itself, there should not be fast cooling. On that time we can keep metallic chill is there, it will make sudden cooling. Here exothermic padding means we will provide some pad so that it will control the cooling sections. That is called exothermic padding. Okay, now next question. While cooling, a cubical casting of side 40 undergoes 3%, 4%, and 5% volume shrinkage. Please understand, a cubical casting of side 40 that means each side is 40 that is a cube one. So here it is reducing, shrinking 3%, 4%, 5% volume shrinkage during the liquid state. Then phase transition is taken place and solid state respectively. The volume of metal compensated from the riser. Suppose anyway it is going to take some solidification, uh, volume reduction only, shrinkage only. For that, how much we have to give compensate metal we have to give on the riser? They are asking that one. For that one, here 7%. That is the answer. Answer B is the correct answer. How we got 7%? That we will see. So since metal shrinks on solidification and contracts further on cooling to room temperature, linear dimension of patterns are increased in respect to those of the finished casting to be obtained. This is called shrinkage allowance. This shrinkage allowance only we can able to give sufficient material, because once it becomes solidifies, then we can't do anything. So the riser can compensate for volume shrinkage. That means liquid to solid, liquid or transition stage, are not in the solid state. Solid state it is not possible to add from the riser. To add the metal from materials from the riser, it is not possible. So volume shrinkage would be taken by the liquid to solid. That is a transition stage only. So we have to add only 3 plus 4. That means volume of metal compensated from riser is 3% plus 4% volume, that is equal to 7%. This question, no, here it is a very easy one. Only thing is you have to understand some of the concept. Even liquid shrinkage means we have to consider shrinkage means from liquid stage to solid, only shrinkage. If it becomes one solid, no, then we cannot in the no need to add that one. No need to we can add the metal, because solid to shrinkage it is not possible to add. Also from liquid we are adding some shrinkage nature, no, that only we can add some more material. Okay, here which of the following engineering materials is most suitable candidate for hot chamber die casting? Hot chamber die casting means which is the most suitable material. For the material, option D is the tin. For hot chamber material, die casting process is used for low melting temperature alloys. Low melting temperature, out of this, no, you can see low carbon steel, titanium, copper, everything is high melting temperature. Only low melting temperature is the tin material only. That's why we can use that hot chamber die casting process. Now, next question. If a particular ferrous carbide carbon alloy contains less than 0.83%, it is called no, here you have to tell 0.83% carbon contains means it is called like hypoelectric steel. Hypoelectric means less than 0.8%, no, then it is called hypoelectric. Suppose if it is more than that, then it's the hyperelectric, exactly zero point 0.8, that is a eutectile steel. Like that you can able to classify. Here the answer also given. Suppose steels having less than 0.83% called hypoelectric, those having more than 0.83% is called hyperelectric. Exactly 0.8% means eutectile steel. Okay, so where when they will call steel, 2% carbon are called steels, and those containing over 2% called cast iron. These are the additional information for this question. Okay, now if listen here, if the more than 2%, what is the material we are having? Here it is the cast iron. If it is crossing 2.1%, no, then that material is called cast iron in that iron carbon diagram. Now, here the another interesting question. So, a 200 long down sprue. The sprue means where you are pouring the metal, molten metal in the pouring basin, and after pouring basin, whatever the conical shape we are having, we are providing, no, that is called a sprue. Okay, a 200 long down sprue has an area of cross section 650 square. 650 square is here. This is 650 square. This is pouring basin. Now after that, when the pouring basin meets the down sprue, that is at the beginning of the down sprue, a constant head molten metal is maintained. A constant head molten metal is maintained by the pouring basin. You have to maintain, slowly it will enter into the sprue. The molten metal flow rate is 6.5 into 10 power 5 that is multiplication symbol. 6.5 into 10 power 5 cube per second. Considering the end of the down sprue to be open to atmosphere, suppose here it is open to atmosphere means an acceleration due to gravity is 10 power 4 per square. Actually it is no, it is like 1.01325 that newton per square meter square, no, that only they are converted like per second square due to gravity. The area and the area of the down sprue, that is the value given 10 power 4 per second square. The area of the down sprue square at its end, avoiding the aspiration effect. Supposed to avoid the aspiration effect, that's why we are providing some slightly conical shape. Aspiration effect means what? It will absorb some of the air particles also, air packets also. So then what is the value? So downsprue area at the end, to avoiding aspiration effect, what is that value should be? What is that area of the downsprue at one end they are asking. Okay, here cross section area is 650 square, and what is this area they are asking? Okay, that is the question. Please understand the question. Now we will go for answer. The answer is here. Let the answer C is correct. C is correct means the 290.7 square. That is the answer. Now we will see how they got the answer. Now here that is the area 650 square. This area only we need to calculate here. But that datum energy, that means height, that we will consider this is the Z, that is a base datum. Z 2 equal to 0. Here Z1 equal to 200 and V1, that velocity of the liquid. No? Here V1 we have to consider, and V2 we have to consider. So area equal to 650 square, and Q equal to 6.5 into 10 power 5 cube per second, and G equal to 10 power 4 per second square. G means gravitational force. Now at first, for section first flow rate, Q equal to A into V1. And this is the very famous formula, Q equal to A into A1 into V1. That is V1 equal to Q into A. Now 6.5, that is the Q, that much flow rate only. 6.5 into 10 power 5 divided by 650, that is the area. 650 divided by 650 area. See here 650 square. Then how much we will get? We will get 1000 per second. Okay, velocity we found now. 1000 per second velocity, that material will cross that first opening. This one. Now next one. Now we are applying a Bernoulli's equation. No, at the first and second. Here P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g plus Z1. Here P1 equal to P2 is the atmospheric pressure, so we can make it equal. P1 and P2 is same, no? That's why. Then V1 square put 2g. Then here it is a Z1, that is equal to V2 square by 2g plus Z2. This is the formula we need, because we are making into equal P1 P2. That's why we have, that is, it will be cancelled. Now V1, that is the velocity, 1000 square divided by 2 into 10 power 4. G is 10 power 4 plus Z1 is 200. That is equal to V2 square divided by 2 into 10 power 4 plus 0. Z2 equal to 0. On that case, we can take it, here 50 plus 200. If you are considering all those things, then we will get 50 plus 200. This is the 50 plus 200. Then you have to multiply whatever denominator is there, that denominator you have to multiply with this. So 2 into 10 power 4, that is equal to V2 square. So final value V2 square equal to 500 into 10 power 4, 5 into 10 power 6. So V2 equal to 2.236 into 10 power cube per second. V2. That means if you, this is called V2 square. If you are making into square root of V2 will cut. V2 will come. That V2 equal to 2.236 10 power cube Suppose if you are considering like per second, per second, 10 power cube. So this 10 power cube, here flow rate, if you are to consider flow rate 10 power cube. So directly if you are taking in then it will come like 2.236 per second we will take it. Okay, so we know that flow rate remains constant during the process. From continuity equation, for section second, Q equal to A2 into V2. A2 equal to Q by V2. Just now we have calculated V2 velocity. So if you are dividing Q divided by V2, then you will get the A2. What is the area of the that one? Here this is the area we can able to calculate here. So that answer is 290.7. So slightly you have to understand the concept, then only it is possible to proceed like like this problem. Okay, now we will go with the next one. An expandable pattern is used in expandable pattern, where we can use it, that we have to see. Option D is correct. Investment casting we can use in the expandable pattern. The explanation is investment casting uses a expandable pattern which is made of wax or of a plastic. By molding or rapid prototype techniques, This pattern is made by injecting molten wax or plastic into a metal die in the shape of the pattern. So here it is the expandable pattern is used, that one. Okay, because so that you will get the correct size after getting the product. Now the question number 12 question is, in a sand casting operation the total liquid head is maintained constant. Suppose you are maintaining the constant liquid head such that it is equal to mold height. Whatever the height you are having, mold height you are having, that same height you are maintaining. The time taken to fill the mold with a top gate is TA. With a top gate is TA. Here there is no equation, just you have to give the comparison. If the same mold is filled with a bottom gate, then the time taken is TB. You are taken in the normal gate, then if you are now you are taking with your top gate you are taking, and now it is a bottom gate. So bottom gate means it will be go fast only. Then the time taken is TB. Ignore the time required to fill the runner and frictional effects. Assume atmospheric pressure at the top molten metal surfaces. The relation between TA and TB equal to, what is that relation? Answer B is the correct. TB equal to 2TA. TB equal to 2TA. 2 times of TA. That means top gate, how much you are going to fill the time. That into 2 times it will take a TB. TB it will take time. Okay. So for that, to understand that equation, we know that time taken to fill the mold with the top gate is given by, this is the formula, TA equal to AM into HM, AG root of square root of 2GHG. AM is the area of mold. Okay. Now that question is, HM is the height of mold and the area of the gate and the height of the gate. Now HM equal to HG, that is the height of the mold equal to height of the gate. So both will be get cancelled. Suppose under case TA equal to AM square root of HM divided by AG square root of 2G. So if you are using this formula, time taken to fill with the bottom gate is given by 2am AG square root of 2G into, instead of HM we can write here HG minus HG minus HM. Okay, but in this case we know that HM equal to HG. On that case both will get 0, so only HG will be remaining. So here TB equal to 2am area of the mold gate and AG area of the gate into 2G into HM. Now by dividing equation 2 by 1, this is the equation 2 and this is the equation 1. TB by TA, then everything will get cancelled except the value 2. So TB equal to 2 into TA. So biologically it is easy to understand, but by means of the derivation we can able to forward that one. TB, time taken for the B through B point, that is equal to 2 into time taken for the A point. Okay, now we will go for the 13th question. Now here these are the theory questions. Now match the items, list what are the equipment list is in the left side, and list 2 is the process, which process we are going to use to make that equipment, and select the correct answer using the given codes. What are the equipments is given? Hot chamber machine, Muller, dielectric baker, and sand blaster. Now what are the process it will be there? One is cleaning, core making, die casting, annealing, sand mixing. What are the process will be used, in which equipment we will use? We will see the answer. Now this is the answer. Now hot chamber machine means die casting. Muller machine means that will be sand mixing, and dielectric baker means for core making. Sand blaster means that is a cleaning, because sand blaster it will provide enormous amount of the sand and it will blast, it will clean the entire casting itself. That's why it's called sand blaster is cleaning. Now the equation, that answer is P will come 3 here. P will come 3 here, you can see that. Then it will be like a Q will come 5 and R will come 2 and S will come 1. This is the match the following answers. Now when the temperature of a solid metal increases, what will happen? Temperature of the solid metal increases means Strength of the metal decreases but ductility increases. Both the strength and ductility of metal decreases. Both strength and ductility of metal increases. Strength of the metal increases but ductility decreases. The answer is strength of the metal decreases but ductility increases. When the temperature of the solid metal increases, its intermolecular bonds are break and the strength of the solid metal decreases. Because temperature increases means what happen inside the molecular bond will be weakened. Due to decrease its strength, the elongation of the metal increases. When we apply load, the ductility increases. The slow easily it is possible because that is the reason hot working will be more than cold working always. Okay, now this is similar to. Now question number 15, the strength of the of a braced joint. Now you have to understand the process of bracing. What is the strength? A decreases with increases in gap between the two joining surfaces. Increases with the increase in gap between the two joining surfaces. Decreases up to the gap between two joining surfaces beyond which it increases. Now the correct answer is option D. Increases up to certain gap between the two joining surfaces beyond which it decreases. We know that strength of the braced joint always depends on a, a joint design, B the adhesion at the interfaces between the workpiece and the filler metal. The strength of the braced joint increases up to certain gap between the two joining surfaces beyond which it decreases. This is the explanation for the answer option D. Now, question number 6. A mold has a down sprue. Down sprue means below the pouring basin, whose length is 20 centimeter and the cross sectional area at the base of the down sprue is 1 centimeter square cross section area length. The down sprue feeds the horizontal runner, that is the runner is available horizontally, leading into a mold cavity. Volume is 1000 centimeter cube. The time required to fill the mold cavity. Now, what is the answer? Now we will see. So, given length is 20 centimeter given and the area is given 1 centimeter square, that is a 10 power minus 4 m square meter square. If you are converting everything in the meter, 1000 centimeter cube means what? 10 power minus 6 meter cube, that is equal to 10 power minus 3 meter cube. The velocity at the base of the sprue is this one, that is a v equal to velocity equal to root of 2gh. Here g equal to 9.8 into h equal to zero point 0.2. H equal to, that is the length is the h here, zero point 0.2. Then the value equal to 1.98. Already I told you use your calculator and calculate this value, you will get 1.98 meter per second. From the continuity equation, flow rate to fill the mold cavity is, to fill the mold cavity, what is the flow rate? How to calculate? Q equal to area into velocity. Q equal to AB. Already you know this formula. So Q equal to, that is flow rate means what? That is a volume by time. Volume by time. Here this small v means volume, capital V means velocity. Don't get confusion here. That is called flow rate. So small v by time equal to a into velocity. So here small v is volume, so t equal to v into v divided by a into v, that is equal to 10 power minus 3 divided by 10 power minus 4 into 10 power minus 4 means that is the area, where it is here area 10 power minus 4 into 1.98 into 1.98, that is the velocity. Just now we have calculated no, that 1.98, then equal to 10, this 10 power minus the 10 power minus 4 will get cancelled, 10 will be here divided by 1.98 and that is equal to, see here 10 power minus 3, here 10 power minus 4. 10 power minus 4 means what? Both 10 power minus 3, 10 power minus 3 cancel. This remaining 10 power minus 1 will become 1 by 10. 10 the 10 will go top. That is why we are getting here 10. You please understand this one. Otherwise, no, you will get mistake. So 10 by 1.98, that is equal to 5.05 second. So answer B is the correct answer. Okay, time required to fill the mold cavity will be 5.5. These are the, if you are understanding this concept, no, then it's easy to solve the gate questions. Like the same similar question. I am not telling same question will come, but similar question will come. You have to remember the formula and other things. Now, misrun is the casting, one of the casting defect. Misrun is a casting defect when it will occur, when it will be option B, that is the insufficient fluidity of the molten metal. So insufficient fluidity means the molten metal suddenly it has become somewhere it will become solid, no? Then insufficient fluidity of the molten metal. Two streams of the liquid metal which are not hot enough, no, not hot enough. Suppose if it is not that much hot, become the fluidity to fuse properly. Result it has to hot condition, no? Then it will be joined easily. Otherwise, what will happen? It is not joined properly. There will be casting defect known as misran or cold shut. The technical word is cold shut. It occurs due to insufficient fluidity of the molten metal. That keyword you have to understand, insufficient fluidity. If the fluidity is more, no, at the time it can able to mix it. If insufficient, then it is not possible to mix it. So that defect is called cold shut. For the next question, the percentage of carbon in gray cast iron is in the range of, we can see option C, 3 to 4%. Cast iron, it will cross after 2.1% only. It will cross cast iron, in the iron carbon diagram. But if the gray cast iron is the most widely used for all cast iron, gray cast iron. In fact, it is common to speak of gray cast iron just as cast iron. If you are speaking cast iron, then it is also very similar to gray cast iron only. It contains 3 to 4% of carbon and 2.5% of silica. That is the additional information. Now, question number 19. Gray cast iron blocks. This the volume is given 200 into 100 into 10 are to be cast in sand molds. Now, shrinkage allowances, that means shrinking allowances for pattern making is 1% is given. The ratio of the volume of the pattern to the cast to that of the casting will be how much volume will be there. That you have to calculate. Please understand the problem. Gray cast iron blocks Gray cast iron blocks 200 and 100 into 10 are to be casted. The shrinkage allowance is 1%. Now, what is the volume of pattern? Ratio of volume of pattern of the casting is here. So dimension of the block already given, volume 200 into 100 into 10 Shrinkage allowance X is equal to 1%. We know that since the metal shrinks on solidification and contracts further on cooling to room temperature, linear dimension of patterns are increased in respect to those finished casting to be obtained. So we need to increase that much volume because that is going to reduce, no, shrink. So we have to increase so that we can get the that value in that pattern itself. So shrinkage allowance along lengthwise we can calculate it. That is a point zero 0.01. That is 1% means 200 into 0.01. That is equal to 2 Then shrinkage allowance along breadth equal to 100 into 0.01. That is equal to 1 Shrinkage allowance along the height. Why this is 0.01, 0.01 it is coming? The reason is allowances is given 1%. Volume of pattern will be, you just calculate these volumes. No, here 202, that you are adding 2 then you have to add with the 200. 202 will come into 101 into here. Okay, point 1, 10.01. If you are calculating this volume, no, then 2.06 into 10 power 5 cube. But original volume of the casting is equal to 2 into 10 power 5, and volume of pattern equal to 2.06 into 10 power 5. Then ratio equal to 1.03. That is the solidification ratio. Finally we need to get it. That is the answer is given 1.03. Answer D. Okay. Now the next question is question number 19. Here this is also match the following question only. So mold luggage means some of the molded luggage packaging containers for liquid, long structural shapes, collapsible tubes. So that one we will see the answer. Now here molded luggage means transfer molding. Suppose you want to transfer, then that molded luggage will be there. Then packaging containers for liquid, then that is called bloom molding. Then packaging containers for liquid, then that is called bloom molding. on that blow molding only you have to package the container. If you are blowing, no, exactly the shape of the container, you can get that blow molding. Long structural shapes, that is a hard rolling. Long structural shape, if you are taking, that is hard rolling. And collapsible tubes, impact extrusion. Suppose you are going to make it collapse that product, no, then that is called impact extrusion. Now question number 20: hardness of green sand mold increases with the increase in moisture content beyond 6%, increase in permeability, decrease in permeability, increase both moisture content and permeability. Hardness of green sand mold increases with option C, that is a decrease in permeability. Permeability or porosity of the molding sand is the measure of its ability to permit air to flow through it. So, hardness of green sand mold increases by restricted by the air permitted by the restricted air permitted in the sand. That is a decreasing permeability. Please understand, that is the decreasing permeability. That is the answer. Okay, now 21st question. During heat treatment of steel, the hardness of various structures in increasing order is a martensite, fine perlite, coarse perlite, sphalerite, and fine perlite, martensite, sphalerite, coarse perlite. So these are the order is given. Option, this option is correct. That is option D is correct. That is a sphalerite and coarse perlite, fine perlite, and martensite. This option is correct. That is the stages from where it is coming. That stage is only the answer is given. Steel can be cooled from the high temperature region at a rate so high that the arsenate does not have sufficient time to decompose into sorbite and or prussite. In this case, the arsenite is transformed into martensite. Martensite is the ferromagnetic, very hard and brittle one. Okay, so this is the finally from austenite material to you will get martensite, and through this process only it will get this is the increase in hardness. Slowly it will increase the cooling, at the same time increasing in hardness. Okay, now with a solidification factor 0.97 into 10 power 6 yeah, second per meter square, the solidification time in second for spherical casting 200 diameter is. Now, given Q is the that is a specific solidification factor. Q is given 0.97 into 10 power 6. D diameter of the spherical is given 200 mm or zero point 0.2 meter. From the Keynes relation, solidification time, this formula already we have studied in the casting process. T equal to Q into V into A. V means volume, A means surface area. Volume equal to for the spherical volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube, and area of surface area equal to 4 pi r square. Suppose if you are applying everything, then you can get it that q value 0.97 into 10 power 6. These both will get cancelled, that r will be in the top and divided by 3 will be in the down. So 4 pi r square here also 4 pi r square will be get cancelled, then square. So 0.97 divided by 9, that is 3 square it's come out into 10 power minus 6, then it will be like a 2. Then 2 we will get it. That is equal to 1078 second. 1078 second you will get it. Okay. Now the next question is 23. The primary purpose of a sprue in a casting mold is to feed the casting at a rate consistent with the rate of solidification, act as a reservoir, molten metal, feed molten metal from pouring basin to the gate, to help feed casting until solidification takes place. Here option C is that feed the molten metal from pouring basin to the gate. From the pouring basin, the molten metal is transported down into the mold cavity by means of sprue or down gate. It is a vertical channel that connects the pouring basin with the runners and gate. In a centrifugal casting, the impurities are uniformly distributed, forced towards the outer surface, collected at the center of the casting, because impurities having less weight density. So, if it is having more density because of centrifugal force, it will go collect on the surface, outer surface. But it is having less density, no. So the metal is having more density. So metal will go for the outer surface. The impurities will be in the center of the casting. Centrifugal casting is the method of producing casting by pouring the molten metal into a rapidly rotating mold. Because of density differences, that is, lighter densities, lighter elements such as dross, impurities, and pieces of the refractory lining tend to collect at the center of the casting. This results in the better mold filling and casting with a denser grain structure, which is virtually free of porosity. Okay, now question number 25. The ductility of material with work hardening. The ductility of material with work hardening. The answer is option B, decreases. Ductility of material with work hardening decreases. Work hardening is when a metal is strained beyond the yield and increasing stress is required to produce additional plastic deformation, and the metal apparently becomes stronger and more difficult to deform. Work hardening reduces ductility, which increases chance of brittle failure. Please understand this. Okay, work hardening reduces ductility, which increases the chance of brittle failure. The ductility reduces means what? Brittleness increases. So it will increase the chances of brittle failures. Okay, yeah, question number 26. A shrinkage allowance on pattern is provided to compensate for shrinkage. That is the reason. The reason is when the temperature of liquid metal drops from pouring to freezing temperature, the metal changes from liquid to solid state at freezing temperature. The temperature of solid drops from freezing at room temperature. The temperature of metal drops from pouring to room temperature. Answer C is correct. That is, the temperature of solid phase drops from freezing to room temperature. That is called a shrinkage allowance of pattern bar we are giving. No, that time you are take, you are pouring the metal, it has to start freezing up to it has reached the room temperature. That shrinkage we have to give the shrinkage allowances. Okay, since the metal shrinks on the solidification and contracts further on cooling to room temperature, linear dimension of patterns are increased in respect of those of the finished casting to be obtained. This is called shrinkage allowances. Okay, now, so the temperature of the solid phase drops from freezing to room temperature. That is the answer. The height of the downspout is 175 mm and its cross-sectional area at the base is 200 mm square. The cross-sectional area horizontal runner is 200 mm square. Now, assuming no losses, indicate that correct choice for the time required to fill the mold cavity of volume 10 power 6 mm cube, G equal to 10 meter per second square. And the case option A is the correct answer. That is 2.67. For that, what we have to do? That HG equal to 175 down screw height, and AG area of the cross sectional area of the base 200 mm square, and VM equal to 10 power 6 mm cube. Okay, here then G equal to 10 meter per second square and 10 power 4 mm second square. Now G equal to, okay, here the time required to fill the mold is given by Vm divided by Ag 2G into Hg. If you, all the values are given, all the value you substitute here 200 into square root of G into 175. That is a Hg 175. Then the answer will come 2.67 second. Okay, this is the another question in the casting. Now, okay, thank you. So these are the 27 questions. It is available last 10 years gate question paper we have taken. Out of that, we have collected nearly 27 questions. This is the subject of casting under the manufacturing process we have discussed. You practice this. I cannot tell the same question will come, but similar question it will come for the gate exam also. Thank you. If time permits, tomorrow we can take farming process. That is another process. No, farming process we will take it. Or thank you. Thank you very much.